Bryan Johnson spends $2 million a year trying not to age, and somehow it's working. He's literally aging backwards. I'm turning 40 in a few months, which means panic, full panic. Obviously, I too must stop aging immediately. Bryan claims that if you follow his protocol, you just don't die, which sounds fake, but also I'm interested. So I decided to copy his entire 2 million morning routine on a $10 budget, because that's my monthly salary on a good month. Thank you, YouTube. The question is, can I, a random person with no real job and a grocery limit, follow a millionaire blueprint and become immortal? Or will I just become tired? Let's find out. Bryan Johnson wakes up at 5 a.m. every day, yes, even on weekends. Then he follows a strict 4-hour and 46 minutes long routine. Almost 5 hours of becoming better than the rest of us. First step, wake up standing tall. That's it. That's the instruction. Bryan, elaborate. For how long? Are we talking 2 seconds? 10 minutes? Is something supposed to happen? Enlightenment? A software update? This feels less like biohacking and more like waiting for a bus. Anyway, bathroom. Water pick, floss, brush teeth. Water pick. I don't have that. I have water. Actually, no. We're upgrading. Coconut oil. Boom. Oil pulling, ancient spiritual. Bryan, you should take notes. This is me recreating the water pick experience manually. It's basically the same thing if you don't think about it too much. Moving on, flossing. These little floss forks, life-changing. I'm flossing every single day. Before, with this, twice a year. 2 days before dentist appointment, out of fear. But now I'm consistent. I'm disciplined. Bryan would be proud. Oh my, that's cockroach cool, which means I have a roommate in my toothbrush drawer. I just said Bryan would be proud. Bryan is no longer proud. Okay, we're 10 minutes into becoming immortal and so far no complaints. Still alive, huge win. Now, wear red light cap 6 minutes while getting 10,000 lux light in eyes. Okay, we need to unpack this immediately. Red light cap. You're not gonna believe this, but you have to believe this. I actually have one from 2013. Back when I lived in Norway, the old apartment. Which means I was basically Bryan Johnson before Bryan Johnson knew he was Bryan Johnson. This is huge. This is history. I was biohacking hair when he was still eating junk food and sugar. Just me, the moon, and Bryan, awake at 5 a.m. He's upgrading his mitochondrial function, and I'm digging through a garage for a dusty helmet, surrounded by chaos, by a shirtless plastic man, by cardboard, and by whatever this spinning wheel situation is. Somewhere along the way, this stopped being wellness. We're entering horror movie territory. Bryan's probably in a white laboratory right now, and I'm here. Haven't seen it in a decade, but I know it's here, and oh my god. The ancient technology, the founding father of red light therapy, the blueprint before Bryan's blueprint. As you can see, the material is undergoing rapid decomposition. The ear parts are exfoliating themselves, like actively shedding. There are black flakes everywhere, and these white specks, I'm not saying it's mold, but it's behaving like mold. Oh, it moves, it's alive. If I put this on my head, do I get fuller hair or an ear infection? Does it even still work? Yes! I'm about to travel back in time. Okay, while wearing this, we also have to 10,000 lux light in eyes. I don't fully understand the lux situation. What unit is a lux? Sounds fancy, sounds out of my budget. Also 10,000, that's aggressive. Do my eyes need protection? Do they need to sign a consent form? Okay, so basically it's a lamp that mimics daylight, so you can wake up your brain before the sun shows up. Right. Bryan wakes up, turns on fake sun and goes, I'll take it from here, you're not needed anymore. Honestly, bold. The sun should be a little nervous. Maybe it's time to start updating the resume. I'll be using my ring light. It's elegant, it's luxe. Influencers trust it, I trust it. You are now the sun. Helmet on. I'm gonna go with female level 2 scalp optimization. Timer set and go. Whoa, that's aggressively bright. I feel like I'm in a dentist's office and they're about to tell me something expensive. Do I blink? Am I allowed to blink or does this ruin the experiment? Bryan, I'm trusting you blindly, literally. Okay, results. First of all, I'm now covered in helmet dandruff. I don't think that's FDA approved. I feel awake, alert, like I've been questioned by authorities. The helmet did nothing, which makes sense. It hasn't done anything since 2014 when I realized I was scammed and threw it into the garage. But I'm sure Bryan's version is next level. I won't check the price because I value my peace, but also 1,230 euros? Bryan, that's $1,350 with roughly $7 a month from YouTube. I'll be able to afford it in 16 business years. Perfect. My hair just needs to stay loyal and not make any sudden decisions until 2042. Next. Breathing exercise or meditation for 6 minutes. Oh, that's easy. I came outside, the clouds, the birds, the sea. Okay, play. Take a moment to settle into a comfortable position. Breathe in, gently breathe close your eyes. Did I buy milk yesterday? No, I didn't. Why didn't I buy milk? I literally thought about it. I saw the milk in the store. I made eye contact with the milk and I still didn't buy it. Oh, stop it. Meditation. Breathe in, breathe out. Clear the mind, no thoughts. Think about nothing. What is nothing? Can you think about nothing? That feels illegal. Sarah, stop thinking! Quick check-in. We just finished step 4 out of 13. I don't like this math. I thought we were about to wrap up, but... Pre-workout nutrition. Oh boy. First, a drink. Finally, hydration enters system, because in my routine, water is step 1. Survival first, but Bryan says no. Bryan says earn it. I've been awake for hours. Okay, 1 hour, singular. I've meditated, I've questioned reality, I've argued with milk. And only now I'm allowed water. Except it's not water, that's too basic. It's longevity mix, creatine, prebiotic, galacto-olic. I'm not finishing this word. Let's see what I have. Salt. Okay. Then we have a little pre-workout snack, again very optimized, full of blueprint longevity powders. But I did my research last night while eating chips, don't tell Bryan, and turns out it's just normal food but blended into dust. So I can totally DIY this. First ingredient, pea protein. Yeah, I don't have that, which is slightly concerning because I'm pretty sure that's the main ingredient, but we don't do protein powders in this household. That's ironic considering we're currently living in peak protein era. Everywhere you look, protein. Protein bread, protein cereal, protein air probably. If you breathe too deeply, you might accidentally hit your protein goals. That's 2026, everyone. Back to Bryan's clinically engineered anti-death woodland squirrel meal. Hemp seed, healthy. Ground flaxseed, also healthy. Chia seeds, I'm choosing to believe this is doing something. Cocoa powder, yes, finally a friend. Macadamias, there goes 50% of my monthly salary. Walnuts, cheaper, respect. Blueberries, this is luxury. Lux, if you will. Collagen for the illusion of youth. Olive oil, just a splash. That's fine. Cinnamon, sure, why not? It looks expensive and confusing. Something's missing. Oh, I did buy milk. Yeah. It didn't help. And that, my friends, is what rich people eat when they're scared of aging. It's dry and oily and crunchy, but somehow soft. How did we achieve all textures at once? Okay, this is not about taste. This is about becoming immortal. I'm not necessarily enjoying this expensive bird food for longevity, but my gut bacteria probably is. Also, if I eat fast enough, the aging can't catch me, right? Now here is the part they don't show you, because while Bryan is optimizing his cells, someone else is optimizing the meals, the kitchen, the dishes. But I'm both the chef and the cleanup crew. We love a full-time position. Bryan used to take over 100 pills a day, but now he's cut it down to 40. Minimalist king. His meals are basically supplements with a side of blueberries. Meanwhile, I have vitamin C and hope. Step number 6 in this absolutely unhinged, don't die lifestyle: exercise. 90 minutes, cardio, strength, balance, stretching, HIIT. No. Listen, I'm not anti-movement. I support movement. A hike, a bike ride, beautiful, cinematic. But the gym? Why am I running on a treadmill if nothing's chasing me? Why am I lifting things that don't need to be moved? It raises questions. To me, it's power wasted, just watts down the drain. So instead, I'll be channeling my energy into something useful. It's called functional fitness because in the end, I want results. And when I say results, I'm not talking biceps, glutes, or a six-pack. I'm talking vegetables. Functional fitness, every movement has a purpose. Full body workout, explosive movement, core engaged, strength training, balance, form check. You know what gym never gave me? Tomatoes. That's all I'm saying. Now, this is productive suffering because if I'm gonna be exhausted, I at least want something edible out of it. Deep squat, build resistance, grip strength, controlled movement, endurance, mobility work. No excuses. Peak performance. Here's what happens when you optimize productivity gains. Not really. Carrots, lettuce, strawberries, real results. Next sauna, 20 minutes daily. Budget sauna, guys. Incredible hack. Why do I feel like cold exposure is next? Ice bath, cold plunge, something traumatic. No, red light therapy. Whew, thank you, Bryan. But also, we have a problem. Who has a red light spaceship just casually sitting in their living room? Yeah, not me. My red light phase ended in 2014 when I realized the helmet was giving nothing. Unless cellular repair, deep tissue optimization, increased circulation, skin rejuvenation. I'm repositioning the helmet all over my body, hoping one of my organs benefits. Danny seems disturbed. She's looking at me like, "Mother, what is this?" I think it's working. I feel something. Probably just a helmet sliding off, but we stay optimistic. At this point, Danny is fully staring. She's trying to decide if this is wellness or a mental health event. Am I promoting hair growth on my belly? No, but you are promoting Danny's trust issues. And here it is, the exact moment she decides to emotionally detach from this household. The helmet really said, let me install dandruff.exe. It violated my scalp, my entire ecosystem, and especially my armpits. We've entered a new stage of deterioration. This is no longer biohacking, this is biohazard. And for those of you without a helmet, don't panic, you're about to become an engineer. Sharpie, tape, phone. This is called innovation. Same technology, same results, zero evidence, maximum confidence. Focused shockwave therapy on joints. This is experimental. Fascinating. I've been experimenting a lot today, especially with my patients. We're gonna skip step 10. Shower, normal shampoo and peptide shampoo. I have one shampoo. I'm gonna use it twice. This is not your usual shower. This is a government-level deep cleanse operation, a full decontamination protocol to undo everything the helmet just did, especially to my armpits. Finally, I emerge smooth, renewed, and back to factory settings. Time check, 11:30. We're significantly off schedule. Bryan completed his routine at exactly 9:47 this morning, which means he's now almost 2 hours into developing his next immortal peptide smoothie brand. Meanwhile, I'm here, hair still wet, no outfit, and starving at basically lunchtime. Okay, what's next on the agenda? Apply Blueprint Peptide Hair Serum. Yeah, we're not doing that. Not because I don't trust it. No, I fully believe it's incredible, life-changing, probably whispers affirmations directly into your follicles. But it costs 146 euros for 50 ml. And if you consider that my monthly salary fluctuates somewhere between $4 and $12, we can all come together as a community and agree that's not happening. So instead, I'll be using something even more powerful, manifestation serum. You take the invisible dropper, squeeze, yes, rub it between your fingers, stay with me, and gently massage it into your scalp. Feel the texture? No? Good. That means it's working. Now the most important part while doing that, you have to visualize yourself with thick, shiny, voluminous hair. I'm talking slow motion shampoo commercial, I'm talking wind machine or a lip blower, you choose. The dramatic turn, you have to see it, not just see it, you have to feel it, you have to become it. Repeat after me, my hair is strong, my hairline is making a comeback, my hair is... Okay, that's enough. Given that placebo is like scientifically a thing, we might have just hacked the system for free. Skincare. Gentle facial cleanser, done. SFC facial serum. SFC meaning suspicious face chemistry. SFC facial moisturizer. SFC standing for some fancy cream. It's fully past noon and we've reached breakfast. Good job. Time to make Bryan's signature dish called Super Veggie. Broccoli, 250 grams. Yes, sir. Yesterday I was on a farmer's market and they had broccoli. Local, fresh, beautiful. So I panicked and picked not one, not two, but three. Which is a stretch considering I already have broccoli in the fridge and in the freezer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 frozen packets of broccoli that I've personally boiled and preserved. This is my retirement plan. This plus an ice cream which we're not even allowed to eat because Bryan would sense it. But listen, my reasoning is solid. Where I live, broccoli is seasonal. It's 2.5 euros at the farmer's market only during winter months. Now you can get it at the supermarket all year around, but it's 6 euros. Hello! Flown in from somewhere suspicious. Sprayed with unknown chemicals. So when I see good cheap broccoli, I act. FOMO takes over. I'm preserving 4 more boxes today, despite the universe repeatedly trying to stop me, even though my freezer is at full capacity and the door barely closes. Also, if you're throwing away broccoli leaves and stalks in this economy, how dare you? Those are perfectly edible. Yeah, slightly aggressive to chew, but nobody said longevity would be soft. This is for the days when I feel financially responsible and want to suffer in the name of nutrition. Even my camera started dissociating. She said, I can film many things, but not this. You see, I'm not just buying groceries, I'm investing. My portfolio is green. Anyway, that was my broccoli documentary. Back to the recipe. Cauliflower, 150 grams. More vegetables. We persist. Shiitake or maitake mushrooms. Mine is mystery taki, whatever this is. That's the only mushroom my grocery store believes in. Garlic, 1 clove, a piece. Thank you for clarifying. Ginger root, 3 grams. Yeah, that's exactly 3 grams. Boil 9 minutes. Trust the process. Don't question anything. Black lentils, except mine are green. Shh. 45 grams, cook 20 minutes. Al dente. Italians agree. Plate it. Use the cheapest white IKEA plate. Lentils bottom, vegetables top. Architecture, design. Lime for flavor, for drama. Cumin, 1 tablespoon. This is where it gets serious. Apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon for health, not for taste. Hemp seeds, 1 tablespoon. Of course, they're always here. Drizzle 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil because we deserve shine. Veggies, legumes, extra virgin olive oil, check. Berries, nuts, seeds, check. Decaf coffee. I don't drink that. I operate on a higher frequency. 50 super molecules. Let me check if I have that. No. Not bad. We'll make again. So after all of this, I don't think I need a $2 million routine to be healthy. But I do think I need to buy less broccoli. And I will say, I respect Bryan. Like, he's using his time, his money, his entire life to run all the experiments on himself and then generously shares the results with all of us, watching from a safe distance, with snacks. So thank you for your service, Bryan. I truly hope you live forever. And if you guys also want to live forever, you should watch this video next. Yes, it's scientifically proven. Don't question it, just click, watch, and don't skip the ads. Please. I have goals, like buying Bryan's red light cab before the year 2042. Thank you, goodbye.